Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday. It's 5 o'clock and I know it's Wednesday today, which is good. It's a rainy Wednesday and we've been super busy last week and again fully booked this week. So just wanted to give you guys all an update of what's been happening here on the farm. So let's see. Monday, okay, it's always hard for me to go backwards. All right, so Monday. All right, today we were at the School for the Deaf. And typically, let me back up a little bit. It's pouring rain here today. So School for the Deaf was supposed to come to us for a visit with, bring the van full of people for the visit. And because of the rain, we got a notice that they canceled that and asked if we could still go to their location in Danvers. And because of the cancellation, the activity room downstairs wasn't available. Now the School for Deaf has people that are not only deaf, but some of them are deaf and blind. And it's a pretty nice setup. So today we just decided to show up and wander around because we didn't have a place to do our visit. And it worked out so much better because we got to see, there's 2 floors. We went to all the different rooms in the facility. And I'm gonna say that we saw probably 40 to 50 people. I don't know, Justin counted. So saw a lot of people this morning. We brought Piggy and the dogs. Is that it? Oh, and Carlene. She's her own force when you bring Carlene. So that was the excitement of, and then yesterday was Tuesday. A couple of people, there we go, we're back. So yesterday we went to okay, I'm looking at my schedule. I gotta sign in. Is this the right computer? Yes. Oh, this is the wrong computer. Blues Farm 1247. Hold on a second. I'm logging in. Scheduling. Oh, that's not gonna work. I don't know. Can you guys hear that rain? Goldy's Farm. Okay, because this way, if I have it up, then I can give you guys an update of where we're going, because it's really going from day to day where we're supposed to go. I can't remember. Hold on. Okay, next. Oh, wrong password. Hold on a second. Farm 124 $sign show password. All right, that's right. All right, let's see. Continue as Judy. Continue. All right. Skip. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Calendar. Okay. We're in. Let's see. If you look at the calendar for the month of July, we were busy every single day. And today's Wednesday. Yesterday, we were at Hawthorne Hill. That's right. We were at Hawthorne Hill. My mother went yesterday, and that's kind of like her old stomping grounds. So so she wanted to go. We brought the pig. We brought the purple pony with the purple mane and tail, and we bought chicks, and the dogs, of course. Justin went. We saw not a whole lot of people, probably 25. And then Justin left for there were 25 people in the room, and then Justin went room to room on both the floors, so we were there for about an hour. The chicks are doing really well, and it makes the jobs pretty fun for everybody because they can hold the baby chicks. We bring the 4 that were we bring the 4 that were born on the farm accidentally, the 4 new chickens, and they don't seem to mind it. They kind of like it, because they just, most of the time they fall asleep when you, I have the person hold their hand out and then put a thumb over the top or their hand over the top. And so they just kind of gently cup their hand and the little head sticks out. And a lot of times the as long as the chickens can feel the warmth of a human hand, they don't fly around, and they just kind of settle in and sit there like this with the little baby chick. And they, there's one of them that's very lively and tends to want to crawl all over you. So if you let that one crawl, it'll crawl all over you. I stand there and watch pretty closely to make sure these chickens are safe. So someone's asking about the man in the black pickup truck. That's my carpenter who's doing some work for me up in the loft. And just some finishing stuff because it's never been finished up here. So, and the lady that came yesterday was Beth. She's an old service dog project person. I'm just looking at the comments here. And she has a dog named Heidi. She's really funny. She came to visit my mom and hangs out. We kind of bond over the fact that she has OMC. She's a member of the OMC, which is the Old Mom Club, because she's taking care of her 93-year-old mom, I think. And she's been doing that for quite a while. She's retired and complains it's a full-time job, as it can be. I do know that. And she's really quite funny. So she taught me yesterday, because I'm just still got a lot going on. And so she's like, you just have to remember when. I feel like my brain is so scattered. I can't remember what I did. I can't remember what I did yesterday, as you can tell. I forgot that we went to Hawthorne, but I've just got a lot of moving parts in my brain. And they're always focused on, like, I'll be talking and I'm already thinking about what I have to do next, which is bad. But she taught me when, which if I can remember that. So let's see. W is when in the moment. No, in the now. W is, I can't remember what the W stood for. When is live in the moment, basically, is I'm supposed to remember when, but I forgot what the W, I forgot what the W means. And that was just yesterday. She taught me that. Don't forget, I know, Linda, I owe you a bunch of the forms to fill out. Yes. Okay, when is within now, within the now. I can't remember what the W stands for, but anyways, hopefully it will come to me. I'll move on. So yes, Beth came by yesterday. Bao hopefully will be coming by today. Bao does like the farm work. He fixes farm stuff. But the other carpenters, all the fences are pretty much Bao's doing the remaining fences he's putting in a gate. Because, we put the animals, every night when I feed, I let the animals in the, I call it the arena field, but the field with the big chair in it. And there is no gate there, so I have this piece of wire fence I drag across so they can't go down the driveway, which they have in the past. So he's putting in a gate, and they're breaking things as fast as I can fix things. There's a few other repairs that he's working on. The goats are terrible, as you know, in fencing, so we're constantly having to fix that. So, is the bench going to get fixed? Yes. It's on Bao's list, and it's actually on Bao's list too, because he's the one that hit it. But the day that he hit it, we were on the way someplace, and I didn't have time to help, and he needed to emergency. There was some fence that came down or something. I can't remember, because so many fences come down that he didn't have time to fix it. And I said, we'll get to it later. But the bench has been down for quite a while, and I could fix it with a tractor. He was going to try to lift it up by himself, and I was like, I'm not going to be here to help you, and we'll just fix it with the tractor when I have time. So yeah, it's still down. I also, one of those, I feel like I'm always talking about everything that went wrong, but we have these granite things that they're just actually a seat. They're stools. I think they were placed all over the place. so that when people are walking around, if they're handicapped, part of the service dog project, and they needed a quick stool to sit on, there's always it's a granite base with a round top, and I hit one of them with a truck the other day and took the top off. They're pretty easy to get the top back on, but I think I'm getting old on that one too, because I used to be able to I hit them often, so I used to be able to pick that up and slide it onto the top, but it's too heavy, so that's a problem. Sent a heart-shaped stone for your mom's. Oh, Sizzle's resting place. Oh, that's really sweet. It's supposed to be arriving today. I did see the Federal Express truck this morning, and there was something that was heavy for Carlene. So she'll have that on Friday when she does mail call. Okay, so let's see if I can remember what we did on Monday. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to cheat. And Monday, I know what we did without even looking. We were at the place up in Newburyport, the Council on Aging, and usually we see about 30 people. Council on Aging. It was a little because it's summer, so we saw less people. Guessing probably 20 tops. I write them all down when I fill out the form for Linda or Cloud. And we got there, and I was driving there, and we were on time. I was 5 minutes away, and I get a text message. They're all set up for the kids are all in the back, and I'm like, wait a minute. We're going to the Counseling on Aging to see the seniors, right? What is this kid thing? And we got there, and they're like, they're having YMCA camp next door, and all the kids want to see the animals. And I'm like, I didn't bring those. No, I brought chicks and dogs today, and now that's not a no. So I did say no. I felt really badly for that, but they're chicks, and we have to stay true to our mission. We don't do health. They weren't handicapped kids. They were all kids that were part of a Y camp. And I said, if you want to schedule that, then that's a whole nother thing that we probably won't do. But if you want to schedule animals for your YMCA camp, there's people that you pay that will bring animals, and you can do it that way. But that's not what Goldie's Farm does. We don't have enough there was like 30 kids. We don't even have enough. I'm not going to be sitting there with 4 baby chicks fighting off very small children. It's just Justin and I, and so I felt terrible saying no, but that's not our mission. We've got to stay true to the mission. So that was Monday. And then also on Monday, there was a job in Lincoln, Mass. And she had sent a message seeing if we would to schedule for Lincoln. And I had sent her a message that we don't do, that's too far away because it's about an hour away. And she didn't get it, so I did send it, but she didn't get it. So they were sitting there expecting us to show up, which was bad. So she called me on my phone. I talked to her, and I said, "Did you get my message?" And she looked back. She said, "I see it. I'm sorry, that was my bad." But she convinced me somehow to add her to the schedule. But we in August to go visit her, even though it's an hour away. She's like, "But your mom came before, and it was so great, and everybody's really excited." And so we're doing that long trip to Lincoln. And I don't know when I put that in, but I did put it. I was going to put it in for next week, but she's on vacation next week. And so if I'm looking forward to August, if I could just turn the camera for a second, and you guys could see. That's what our schedule looks like. Can you guys see all that? And if you see, that's a pretty busy schedule for a nonprofit. So we're going to jump over to see what we got going on in August. So August, I have, if you wanted to book, I'm going to put her on the 25th. So I have, the only date that we have available in August is Wednesday the 5th. Yeah, Wednesday the 5th. Everything else is booked. So yeah, there you go. There you have it. It's all good though. And so tomorrow We got something in Salem. I don't remember being, someone's gonna have to remember it. I don't, usually I'm getting to the point where I recognize, oh, no, that's Friday. Friday when we're in Wakefield. That in a place that I don't remember either. 1 Bathel Street in Wakefield. Oh, I know that one. Yeah, I know that one. But they said they've missed us and can't wait for us to come to Wakefield. I just remember that one is terrible parking. So, but tomorrow we are in Advena Care, 7 Loring Hills, Salem, Massachusetts. And Judy, what she's been doing every morning is she, on Monday morning, she calls everybody and confirms that that we're all coming. So, and that they're all lined up. So it's been streamlining the process as well, and it's one less thing for me to do. So, Percy, we did take him in the trailer today because Percy doesn't ride in the car. I can't figure out how to get him up into a car yet, but he's going to have to learn to go up and down a ramp. And tomorrow and Friday, I've got to figure out, the trailer's broken now. I guess one of the pieces that holds the door back is broke off. So I'm going to see if I can get an appointment to get that fixed. Just, that's it doesn't look like it, but it's a trailer from the 1990s. It's an old Kingston, which is worth its weight in gold. I hope it lasts forever. And it's a borrowed trailer. It's not even my trailer. So one of the big things that happened this week too is we got fired. We've been talking about Salem Hospital for a long time, setting up the visits to Salem Hospital. We were supposed to start that in June. I was all set to go with a bunch of dogs lined up to start in June 15th. We had Bella and the lineup of dogs that were ready and willing to go. I tested them all. Most of them had been used in our program already. However, they never sent us the requirement that Salem Hospital has for the dogs to have a official certification from, there's 2 different organizations they use that they're therapy dogs. And this brought on a whole bunch of conversations because there really is no governing body for therapy dogs or even service dogs that certifies them. It's just a bunch of, dog trainers that will certify your dog. But there's really no certification even for the dog trainers that I can see that would confirm. It's just people's opinion whether your dog is a good therapy dog. It's not like ADI International. Not that I'm aware of that, but I'm not a dog trainer. So remember that. And you guys probably know more than I do, but I'm not aware of that there's any organization run by the governing body of service dogs that will say that my dog's a service dog. And I researched this and found that there's no organization that will give you a certification that's recognized throughout the country as a therapy dog. You can go to a lot of there's local places here in Massachusetts that are dog trainers and kennel clubs and things like that you bring your dog there, you do a 5-week course with them, and then you get a certification of completion at the end. And some of them do a certification of completion, and others do a certification with a test. And you want the ones with the test, not that you just completed the 5 weeks, because God knows Wanda could complete the 5 weeks, and she's not. She's one of the things you have to be is not dog aggressive, and you know that little Wanda is dog aggressive, so she would fail. But it's funny because she would definitely fail every therapy test you have. But she has sat on more laps and seen more people than any other dog in the country. I can guarantee you that. She's been doing it. She was going with Judy and Carlene long before Goldie's Farm ever existed. And then when Goldie's Farm existed, we see about 7,000 this year. We're looking more like 8, but she's seen 7,000 people and everybody on the North Shore. We go into a nursing home and they're like, "Where's Wanda?" So she's sat on more laps than any other dog. I can say that with confidence than in the United States. But she couldn't get certified with anyone because she's a bad girl. She doesn't sit, she doesn't stay. She's trained me. So Salem Hospital asked us to reach out to 2 different organizations that they use for their program. I reached out to the first one. They said, yes, we'll do a certification, but it's $500 for the 5-week course, and then $50 to do the test. And I was like, they're already doing the job. Can't we just do the test? And they said no. So I reached out to the other one. I seemed to convince them that was a good idea. And then they asked us for tons of paperwork on, our dogs some of the dogs have a good citizen, certified good canine good citizen. Yeah, certified canine good citizen. Some of them have that. Larky had that. Sizzle had that. So I convinced them that they could just do the test. They didn't have to go through the $500 course. I don't care. I'm like $500 course. That would have been, because I had 8 dogs lined up. So that 8 times 5, that's $4,000. So we could just do the tests. And then there was issues with, you were supposed to do an interview. I did my interview. Bella did her interview. And, but Carlene screwed up her interview because she's hard of hearing. So they couldn't do the interview. And they were very upset. And the testing was on the middle of July. So because Carlene didn't do her interview, they canceled all our testing. So then we were bumped to August 2nd, which would have been this coming 2nd. And they went to the board, and the board said, we're not going to work with Goldie's Farm. So I think if we went back and did the course, we'd probably be able to do it, but I don't have the time. So someone is saying it is a blessing in disguise. And yes, I fully agree. And then, because on top, I was thinking this will be great. I will send Camper Kid and Carlene every afternoon with Larky or Mandy, even Percy Pig, but they said flat out no pigs. And then originally we had the conversation in Jude. I would send Carlene and Camper Kid every day with a different dog, whether that's Mandy or Wanda. We had Sizzle at the time, but Sizzle's kind of retired. But I was thinking we could pick up Carl, we could get Penny. My mother will go and bring the dog every day because she likes to sit around hospitals, and that'll give my mother something to do. I also have a bunch of people that would like to do it too, but then they put this requirement, and they didn't tell me this requirement until after June 15th, and that blew everything away because right there, Wanda's off the list, and everybody else has to get tested. So we would have been able to do it, but I think it is a blessing in disguise because it's gas to get there, and it's a lot of coordination, and then we also have lost Judy because Judy's kind of semi-retired, even though she's still working from home for us. We've lost Judy. Bella's had some health issues. It's not as it would have taken more of my time, and I'm feeling like I'm trying to keep costs down, so I keep doing all the jobs. And Justin doesn't drive, and Elizabeth doesn't like to drive on the highway, and Bella doesn't drive, and it's a lot going on. So it's probably good. And I originally had thought we would go to Salem Hospital and just kind of wander around the way we do here, but they said no. You get registered. You just do one small section of a wing, so you probably see 10 people. Well, that's a lot of driving, and based on everything else we do, so it's good. It's all good. If we want to go to a hospital, I'm sure we can go to Beverly Hospital, or my mother goes to Leahy and sits in, and she doesn't count this time either, but she loves to go to Leahy and sit in the lobby and talk to the people as they walk through, and they seem to really like her over at Leahy. And it gets like when she goes for her 8 o'clock appointment, I'm always reluctant to go pick her up till at least 11 because she likes the cafeteria food, and they seem to like her there. And everybody loves Larky. Who doesn't love Larky? So Larky is seeming, he gets, it's really nice that we have Mandy that lives in the kennel, and so he plays a lot with Mandy. So he's doing really well in the absence of Sizzle. And Piggy, we're trying to teach him to sit down. Piggy is a much different pig now. He's still he's a little piggy, and as I've mentioned before, pigs don't do things for people the way that dogs do. Pigs do things for cookies. And so the training's a little slow, but he does the job at nursing home. So I'm trying to teach him, Bella and I were trying to teach him to sit the other day. And he taught us how to feed him cookies. But maybe he'll get better at this point, I don't know. Willow and Penny. Willow is doing great. I was there, I visited Judy, and we did some work together and catching up with coordinating calendars and everything else. I went to her house because she's had hand surgery, and Willow, boy, she's living her best life. And Willow was going to be one of those dogs to go to Salem Hospital. She looks fantastic. What a pretty dog. And she's so different when she's off the farm because she's not playing with Larky. Larky is a troublemaker, and he winds up. He did it to Penny, and he also did it to Penny and Willow. They're running around like crazy dogs, and they get really excited to play. But Willow in her own house, she's very, very sweet. She has a turtle as a friend, and they're doing really well. I have not heard from Donna and Randy with Penny. To be honest, they don't really like me, so that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, they caught me on a bad day when I was having it's a little overwhelming sometimes around here for me. So they were feeling like I was not doing enough for Carlene, and they were probably right because Carlene was driving me crazy. It's a lot. She's a lot. And sometimes she gets mad at me because I can't stand being downstairs. It's too cluttered. If I were to show you my house right now, I have a box on the counter, and I can't wait to get it off the counter because it just came in. I got some lights for outside, but I like neat and orderly. And downstairs, and the way that the old service dog project property was kept was like too much for me. Everybody's got their thing. I'm just like I don't like to have trash in my car, and we go whenever you go to a job with Carlene. You have to. Well, first of all, I like to go to Dunkin' Donuts. I get one coffee, and I recycle I get a iced coffee, so I recycle and when I get home, I clean the car out. And Carlene, she's got to have coffee, and she likes a donut. Just trash goes right on the floor. And then a lot of times you stop on the way home. She eats on the way home. Trash goes right on the floor. It's been. I don't want to tell you my age, but I've lived with that for a long time, so I get it. She is the way she is, and I'm not. So it's hard to coexist sometimes. I don't know. Maybe you guys remember the Felix and Unger. Yeah, I don't know which one was the clean one, but I'm the clean one. She's the other one. And but I live above her, and I don't. Yeah. So it's all good. It's all good. Let's see, tomorrow's Jiminy's birthday. He'll be 9 years old. Ooh, wow. 9 years. That was a nice dog. He got to live 9 years because we got him out of here before Larky killed him. Larky's only 6. I think he just turned 6 maybe yesterday, the day before. I think it was yesterday. Justin did something a little special for him. And I have been busy painting the fences. Getting ready we did a lot of work on the Donkey Cafe and I'm working on getting ready for the first of the wine tastings. So we're doing a pilot next week. Today's not next week, the week after, and it'll be the pilot. We're going to get some pictures, and then we're going to be able to put together an invitation with pictures of people actually enjoying a wine tasting and kind of work out all the kinks. The person that we are doing, Felix Unger and Oscar Madison. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. The person that is funding this party is a person that I high school. I've known her since I was very young, and she has given us a big donation and inviting some of her friends to enjoy a wine tasting, and agreed that everybody's going to be signing a waiver that says that they will allow their picture to be taken, and so I can put together something for our marketing material for our big fundraising idea. So the next question is how are we doing on I'm going to look now, pulling up my computer here. How are we doing on our Goldy's Farm, the Henny Penny board. And so, let's see, mobile team, support, there it is, Henny Penny. I should know the way around the website because, looks like people are buying. That's good. And I'll give you the actual search bricks. I think gives us a percentage. We are 52%. That's pretty good. I was a little concerned. Well, 52%, and we got 3 days to go. Yes. I'm a little concerned because one of the larger donors has a family member that is in crisis. So she let me know that she's not going to be donating because she normally donates $500 a month, which is really good, to Goldy's Farm. But she's not going to be donating this month or in future months until this whole thing with her family is resolved. I get it. She's a big supporter anyway. She's the one that sends the pea flakes, and the bunnies love pea flakes. And we still have 2 big bags of pea flakes. And the problem with the pea flakes is the bunnies love the pea flakes, but I like to hand feed them each day because the chickens also now love the pea flakes. So when I go in there to feed the chickens, you'll notice that the turkey is now involved. I mean, to feed the bunny their favorite pea flakes. They come over and the chicken, the big fluffy girl, I call her Big Girl. Big Girl comes over, Sally's, and likes the pea flakes, and so it's hard to get pea flakes. I got to kick. So now I sprinkle a little pea flakes for Sally and the chicken that likes, and then I run over and hand feed the other ones. I also bring the pea flakes to Jobs because when we bring Bunny, you can put your hand out and the bunny will eat the pea flakes. Seniors eat very delicately, won't bite a finger at all, and will eat the pea flakes out of people's hands, which is, people seem to really like that too. So then I tried making my own pea flakes. I bought a big thing of peas, and I put it out in the sun and let the peas get dried out, and they didn't seem to like it as much as they liked the pea flakes. So we are still dependent on pea flakes. And what else is going on? I think that's keeping us busy. Let's see what we have going on. Anything else? Tomorrow I gotta go we're running out of hay. We still have hay over at Meredith, so I will go over to Meredith periodically and get a load of hay, which thankfully we have Isaiah and Justin to help me unload, because that's a lot to lift, but keeps me in shape. And yeah, any other questions you have? Anything else I didn't cover? Carlene's doing fine. How about an air fryer? There is an air fryer on the property. I bought an air fryer, and then I realized I don't use an oven. What would I use an air fryer for? So I gave the air fryer. The air fryer is in the camper, and he has yet to use the air fryer. It's a very underused air fryer. The problem is that generally the meals are prepared by Justin. Justin goes and prepares meals at night for everybody that's around here. Working, you got to be working in order to get a meal. So last night he prepared fajitas, which is one of my favorites. And for example, the carpenter that's up here doing the trim work at my expense, by the way, which would obviously make sense, but I always get people that are like, she's spending, no, I pay for everything that is related to my living situation or Carlene's living situation, my personal stuff, I pay for that. So he's doing the work up here, but he did, and Carlene pays for all the food too, that comes in and out. So so she buys all the food that we share with, Bao usually is one, and then Carlos and Benoit, when they're working on the boat, they jump in on the meal. And the other day, my mother went to Costco and bought $100 worth of steaks. I don't even really like steak. I don't eat steaks because of Elvis, of course. And everybody enjoyed steaks, but that's on our thing. So yeah, pea flakes are being purchased from Chewy. Oh, I don't know. Do they have pea flakes in Amazon? I'm gonna have to find out if the pea flakes stop coming in, or figure out how to make them. Maybe if I put them. Oh, you're saying put them in an air fryer. Oh, one thing we did do is we found an oven, and I put an oven into Donkey Cafe because he's planning a pretty elaborate menu, and we need to heat things up. So like a box oven. So maybe if I put them on a platter and I try, because a big bag of peas is like $2 or $3, maybe $4 now with inflation. I could just try it in there. That's a great idea. I still don't know how to use an air fryer. I don't even know what an air. And I think my stove in Aiken has an air fryer. It also has these special pans. You have to have special pans for that. I tried to cook when I was down in Aiken, and I had to go out and buy pans because of the magnetic thing. I don't know. I thought the oven was broken. So I called the oven people, and they're like, no, you have to get the pans. So I thought if you get a more expensive stove, you wouldn't have to make these. But anyways, yes, I will try to put the peas in the oven over in Donkey Cafe. Good idea. Anything else going on? I think that's probably good. This weekend, I am going up. My son, Colby, who's 26 and has a girlfriend. He doesn't like me to talk about his personal life, so I won't say anything. He doesn't even like me to talk about him, but he lives up in Portland, Maine. He's an engineer, fully launched, pays his own bills, which is amazing. And he has a girlfriend that he's been dating for a while, who I really like. Her name's Rachel, and they have a Frisbee thing. He plays ultimate Frisbee for the Portland team, whatever. And he invited, her parents are coming down and to watch the Frisbee tournaments. And he invited me to go up there too. So it's an induction oven. That's what I've got, an induction oven. So I'm going up there for the Frisbee thing. I'm just a little curious why I get to meet her parents. But you guys can all probably assume what I'm thinking too. She's really nice. Really nice. But he's fully launched, and he would probably know how to use it. I've learned how to use an induction oven. I got the induction oven, pans now. I don't really see the difference, but I did use them. I made crepes down in Aiken. And if you ever want to make everybody really happy, make a bunch of crepes, put a banana in it. They're easy to do, and then Nutella. It's the best thing. And like, I had a little dinner party with my neighbors. That's what I made for dessert. So worked well. Anything else? Any other questions? Any other cooking advice I could give? Don't ever take my cooking advice. Ever. So, I don't know what Justin's making for dinner tonight. And, that's all I got. Okay. So, we'll charge forward onto Thursday, and tomorrow I'm just bringing the chickens, maybe a rabbit, a couple dogs. I might just go by myself because I got to go to, it's a long drive to Salem, and I got to get the trailer fixed. So that's what my plan is. As you know, I just go minute to minute and day by day. So, all right, well, happy birthday, Jiminy, and we will see you next Wednesday. Yay. Bye, everyone.